Yo, top of the sun to you, or whatever time of day it is, wherever you're at. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? We're about to get into this Aries energy. Aries cross watchers, you're welcome. You can stick around. Pause. But you can. And everybody trying to find out how the Aries energy is being applied to your chart, you're all welcome. So, yo, I may cuss, but I don't curse. Let's get that situated first. Bars. And, what else? If you want to get in contact with me, you can go to my description box in this video, and there'll be a link there. It's where you can go to my website, and you can scroll down it, and you can find all of the things that I have to offer. We could pick apart your natal chart, bars. We could pick apart the solar chart, what's going on today. You know what I'm saying? We could do a tarot reading. Whatever you like to do, we can do that if you click that link and arrange it through my easy to navigate calendar. Alright? And with that being said, let's get these cards read. Bars. How y'all feeling out there, though? I hope well. Alright, let me slice and dice this deck and get it together. 3-card draw, I ain't gonna hold you long. Alright, and this first card is gonna represent what the Aries energy situation at hand is right now. We have the 6 of Cups. This is how you feel about the situation, Aries. The Hanged Man, and this last card is going to be representative of the factor to consider regarding this situation and this energy. 2 of Wands. This is amazing stuff. This is amazing stuff. You know, this is just a cheat code, and I'm saying this because, all right, let me keep this under wraps. Let me do what I'm supposed to do. All right. So the situation at hand is, you've been thinking about your roots, where you came from, your childhood, things of that nature, and the memories that come with the past. Now, whether they were nostalgic memories or they were nightmarish enemies, I wouldn't say it doesn't make a difference. Before this reading, you're more favoring the nostalgic ones. You want to be able to share your gifts with people, stemming from a place of where you know yourself based upon who you were as a child. I'm seeing here you did have people in your childhood that cared for you, in some type of way, some type of form or fashion. Maybe also in like charitable senses, like going to the neighborhood centers and stuff like that where kids played, things, something like that, like the PAL or some shit I'm seeing. Pardon the noise out there, they're like chopping down a tree or some shit. Now, the way you feel about it though is, what I'm seeing here is you're actually going back into these memories because you're trying to find a point of direction right now. You're kind of stuck. You're feeling like you're asking yourself why you're stuck. You know you're stuck, but you're asking yourself why. Why is that for? I'm under the impression as well that you're not usually like this. And I could definitely say that for this being an Aries reading, despite what your natal chart may say about yourself. Being stuck is just not one of them. Normally. But at this time, nonetheless, you are really sitting there figuring it out. But I'm also picking up on that you don't feel, how should I say? You don't feel rushed. You don't feel anxious about this feeling. You actually feel relaxed. You feel like waiting. You feel like waiting for the answer to come. You feel like waiting to figure it out exactly what it is that you should be doing. You're actually giving an ear to listen to people and what their thoughts are, what their opinions on X, Y, and Z is. You're chopping it up with people. Let me see something here. 6 and 3 is 9. I think you want to bring an end to actually not knowing which way you're going in life. If I'm looking at this numerology correct. Like, you're looking to end it because you got sights on, and this is interesting, you got sights on going back. going back to what you used to do when you were younger, going back to how you used to feel when you were younger. Maybe even going back to looking how you looked when you were younger. Make it fit how it's supposed to fit balls. You don't got to make it all creepy and you know what I mean, weird and shit. But if you want to, go ahead, whatever floats your boat. But I'm serious. Now, it's interesting because as I'm looking at the layout of this, you know, I got the nurturer looking down towards the hanged man's head. The person being nurtured, which I gather is you in this depiction, looking up. And the factor to consider with the Two of Wands, this guy's looking up as you were looking up as a child to the nurturer. You get what I'm saying? And it's a red hat on the Two of Wands. Well, it's black and white. I know y'all be like, man, you gotta stop doing that shit. I feel you. But there's a red hat on that motherfucker, you heard? And there's red pants on a hanged man. So he's like looking at the feet like, I'm getting that as, or the legs are looking at that like, walking, And the nurturer in the Six of Cups has a red hood on, a red scarf. Like the little Red Riding Hood, to be real with you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking at that whole connection like, okay, wanting to go back. Maybe you have thoughts of being the nurturer who nurtured you. I strongly feel that someone in your childhood really gave a fuck about you. And I would say, like, try not to get weird and be like, well, of course, duh, the parents and this and that. Everybody don't come from that, yo. I'm just keeping it a beam with you, you know what I'm saying? And I know that be the case, especially with people that I read for. People are going to come from all walks of life, you know what I'm saying? So with this reading, I'm strongly feeling like it wasn't someone who was directly in the lineage that showed you this love, that showed you this support, that showed you that you could. I strongly get that they showed you and told you that you can be something, you could be somebody, or you had a special gift. And I think a conversation that you had lately struck a chord with you that says, yeah, I do have a gift, because someone in mid-conversation brought that up that made you go to this memory. You heard? This reading might not be for all of y'all, and that's cool, I understand it. But this is real specific, it feels like to me, So if it don't apply, let it fly. Just leave it here. For those of you that this resonates with, shout out to y'all, you know what I'm saying? And don't, I would recommend, don't let anybody get you down or tell you you're old or too old to do X, Y, and Z and this, that, and the third. Like, remember the child who was young who needed saving, because this is the factor to consider. You'll have the resources to do it. You'll be able to do it. It's a decision. You plan it right, it can happen. It can happen. All right, y'all, I'm going to leave that right here.